Good morning dear students, welcome back to our online class. I hope you all are absolutely fine and doing well at your home. Dear students, in last class we have learned how to balance the chemical equation as well as some questions we have done there, and yesterday I have given you 2 examples as a homework and some of the students have done very well, but still few of the students are not serious about their 10th standard syllabus. This is not good. You have to be concentrate on your studies. Dear students, apart from this, today we will going to do some practice questions that how to balance the chemical reactions. So I have collected some few of the examples which we will going to solve here now. Okay, so dear students, the first question I have taken, that is the aluminium oxide plus HCl, that is the hydrochloric acid. It gives AlCl3 plus H2O. Okay dear students, so this is our question that we have to be solved here now. So here first we have to collected what are the elements are present in this equation, then only we will go for the balancing the chemical equation. Okay, so let's start. So here first make the column as aluminium, hydrogen. Okay, first we will write oxygen because after aluminium oxygen is there. So aluminium, oxygen, and next is the hydrogen and Cl. Okay, hydrogen and the Cl. Okay, Cl means chlorine. Now write here reactant and here product. Okay dear students, now count the number of atoms which are present in this equation. So first in the reactant part, this is the reactant and this is the product. Okay, left hand side it is the reactant and right hand side it is the product. So aluminium is totally, how in reactant how many aluminium are there? 2, and here aluminium is only 1. Okay, so first thing we got that it is a unbalanced. Now next is the oxygen. Oxygen in the reactant it is 3, whereas in product it is only 1. Okay, so here again we got here unbalanced form of the equation. Next hydrogen is here 1 and here hydrogen is 2. Now here the Cl is 1 and here Cl is 3. So dear students, here we got many varieties of the unbalancing form of the elements. Now how to balance the chemical equation? Let's start. Okay dear students, so first we will take as a aluminium itself. So go for the aluminium. Okay, so in the aluminium the reactant it is 2, but in the product it is only 1. So first step is step 1, balance aluminium. Okay, I have taken only the chemical representation of aluminium. So first balance aluminium. Okay, so how we are going to do the balance of aluminium? With multiplying 2. Okay, with multiplying 2 in the product form. Okay, so let's start. So it will become as a Al2O3 plus HCl. It gives 2. So whole thing we have to multiply. 2AlCl3 plus H2O. Now our aluminium is balanced with multiplying 2. Then go for the oxygen. Okay, so dear students, here oxygen number is 3. Okay, I will separate this, otherwise students will get confused. Okay, so here oxygen number is 3, but here oxygen is only 1. So in this situation what we have to do? We have to multiply this oxygen with 3. So again we have to multiply with 3 in the product form. Okay, so now step 2, that is balance oxygen. Okay, I have written only O. So balanced oxygen. Okay, so shall we begin? Al2O3 plus HCl, it gives us 2AlCl3 plus 3H2O. Now, so here 3H2O. So oxygen will become 3, but the number of hydrogen again it will going to be unbalanced here. So what happened? When you are going to multiply this 2 into 3, it will become as a 6. So in the second situation, what happened? Hydrogen will become as a product form as a 6. Is it? So now you have to be balanced for the hydrogen. Now our aluminium is balanced. Next is the oxygen is balanced, then go for the hydrogen. Okay, so go for the hydrogen. So here how you are going to balance the hydrogen? By multiplying with 6. Is it? By multiplying with 6. Okay, so step 3, that is balance hydrogen. So in this situation, for balancing the hydrogen, what we have to do? Here in the product form, the number of hydrogen is 6. So after multiplying with 3, it will become as a 6. So here what we have to do? Again we have to do for the multiplication with number 6. So hydrogen will become 6. So let's start. Al2O3 6 whole HCl, it gives rise to AlCl3 plus 3H2O. Now check all the numbers are whether elements are balanced or not. Okay, so let's count. So now aluminium is 2, product form is 2. So 2. Oxygen is 3. Here in the product form, oxygen is again 3. This balanced. Now number of hydrogen it is 6. So 3 into 2 it is a 6. So number of hydrogen is become 6 and 6. What about the chlorine? Cl is 6. Now it is a 6. Okay, so Cl is 6 and 2 into 3, because the whole product form, that is a aluminium trichloride, we have to multiply with the 2. So here what will become the answer? 2 aluminium, already we have written. 2 into 3 chlorine, it is a 6. Okay, so totally 3 steps we have taken for balancing the chemical equation. So this is one of the beautiful example of balancing the equation. So dear students, it is not a big task. Just keep in your mind that whether our number of elements are balanced or not. So just go for the simple multiplication. So today we are going to follow normal method. In next class I will go for the algebraic expression, that how to identify the number of elements or how to balance the chemical equation. So in next class we will go for the alternate method, but usually this is the very simple example. By doing some crisscross methods and with number of few of the multiplication, we can get the balanced chemical equation. Okay, so I hope there is no confusion. In first step we have done for balancing aluminium, step 2 balance oxygen, and step 3 balance hydrogen. And after balancing the hydrogen, what happens? All the equation becomes balanced. So this is our first balanced chemical equation. So dear students, just take down and do the practice for that. Okay, let's start with the next example. Okay, so here we have a second question, that is NaHCO3. Can anybody recognize that which compound it is? It is one of the salt. Okay, it is one of the salt. So after heating, what happened? You will get as a Na2CO3 plus H2O plus CO2. So dear students, here when you are going to go for the balancing this chemical equation, sometimes you will get confused. Oh my God, how we can balance the chemical equation, because the reactant is only one, but here products are 3. But there is no 2 reactant, only one reactant is there. So how this formation is possible? But after heating it is possible, because when the sodium bicarbonate, it is heated at certain temperature, then you will get the formation of sodium carbonate plus water in a gaseous form and the carbon dioxide as a gaseous form. So this theory concept we will learn afterwards, but now what we have to concentrate? Only we have to concentrate on the balancing the chemical equation. Okay, so let's collect the number of elements present both in the reactant and the product form. Okay, so just collect the reactant and the product. So it is sodium, then it is a hydrogen, then again it is a carbon, and then it is a oxygen. So here Na is 2, Na is in the reactant, it is 1, oxygen is 2, in hydrogen it is 1, but here hydrogen is 2, carbon is 2, and here also carbon here is only 1 in the reactant form, carbon is only 1, in carbon here in the product form 1 and 2, okay, 1 and 2 carbons are there. Then oxygen, it is how many oxygens are there? 3, okay, so oxygens are 3. So in the product form how many oxygens are there? 3 and 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Totally how many oxygens are there? 6. Okay. So dear students, usually what happened? We will go for the highest number, but here better just start with the first itself. Okay. This is the trial and error method, which is very, very important. It enhances your brain, that whether it is a possible or not. So just let me clear this thing. It is quite interesting. So just do the habit of practicing such type of equations. Okay, just pause the video and think twice whether from which number it is possible to get this product. Okay, so just only go for the sodium. Okay, so the number of sodium in the reactant, it is only 1 and product it is a 2. So if you multiply with the 2, let's see the magic. Okay, so here if you are multiplying the number 2 with the whole product, so it will balanced. How it is a balance? Just start Na2CO3 plus H2O plus CO2. Okay, so just count the numbers. So here again count the number in the reactant and the product form. Sodium is a 2, here also sodium is 2, then hydrogen 2 into H is 2, here also H is 2, again 2. So here number of carbon is 2, here also number of carbon is here it is 2, here 1 carbon, 2 carbon. So carbon is also balanced. Oxygen is 3 into 2, it is a 6, and here also oxygen is 3, plus 1 4, 4 plus 2 6. So all elements are balanced here. All elements are balanced here. Okay. So I hope there is no confusion related to this balancing the chemical equation. It is very easy. Only by the multiplying with 2, then the first number itself, you got the answer. So it is very interesting, no? Yes. Okay, let's go for the next question. I have collected few of the examples. Again we will going to learn this all the concept in the theory form in another chapter, but why I have taken, because it needs more practicing for remembering and how to do the chemical balanced equations. Okay, so next example. Okay, so here NaCl plus H2O plus CO2 plus NH3. Okay dear students, this is the brine equation. Okay, this is one of the solution, that is NaCl, it is the salt, and it is the water, this is one of the solution with carbon dioxide plus ammonia. This is the ammonia. Okay, what it gives us? It gives us ammonium chloride with sodium hydrogen carbonate, NHCO3. Okay, afterwards we will go for the naming. Now at present situation we have to balance the equation. Okay, only what we have to concentrate, only to balance the chemical equation. Okay, so shall we begin? Okay. So here I am writing the reactant and the product form. Okay, so let's collect the elements. Sodium, chlorine, hydrogen, oxygen. Already oxygen we have taken, so we will not going to write again. Carbon is carbon and nitrogen, and already hydrogen I have written, so I am not going to write once again. So now count the number. Okay, sodium is only 1. In the reactant sodium is only 1, but here sodium is again 1. Okay, so our sodium is balanced, there is no need to touch it. Now chlorine, here how many chlorine? 1. Here how many chlorine? 1. Okay, so no problem. Hydrogen is how much? 2 plus 3. Okay, 2 plus 3. Hydrogen is how much? Totally 5 hydrogen are there. Whether in this equation hydrogen 4 plus 1 5. Here 4 plus 1 5. Again it is a 5. Hydrogen is 5. Oxygen is 1 and 2. Okay, 1. Oxygen is 1 plus 2. So how many oxygens are there? 3. Whether these oxygens are balanced? Yes, only 3 oxygens are there. Okay. So here again oxygen is 3. No need to touch anything. Carbon. So carbon is only 1. Here also carbon is only 1. Okay. Carbon is only 1. Nitrogen, it is, how many nitrogens are there? Only 1. Okay, so nitrogen is 1. So dear students, is there any need of balancing the chemical equation? No, because all the elements are balanced. All the elements are balanced. All the elements are balanced here. So there is no need of any balancing the chemical equation. Okay, so we have done totally 3 examples. Okay, so now last example I am going to give you as a homework. Before going to give you homework, just solve another last example. Okay. Okay, so next question is, what happens, this is one of the theory question, what happens, okay, it was asked before in a SLC question paper, what happens when calcium reacts calcium reacts with water. Okay, so here, dear students, this is one of the theory question. We have to convert into the chemical symbol representation. Okay, so what is the chemical representation of calcium? It is the Ca. So water means H2O. Okay, so water is H2O. So dear students, here what we have to write? Ca plus H2O, it gives us CaOH twice with the formation of hydrogen gas. Okay, so dear students, how we got this product? Okay, let's talk about how the bond formation was occurred here. Okay, so dear students, this calcium having the how much valency? It's having the +2 valency. Calcium having the +2 valency. Whereas hydrogen, when reactions are going on, then bonds of water, it will going to be break it as it will going to be split as HOH. Okay, HOH. So here hydrogen 1 and another hydrogen is 1, so 2 hydrogen and 1 is oxygen. So hydrogen OH. So it will going to be write in this form. Okay, for understanding purpose I am writing here. This is little bit twist question, so that's why I am solving here. So calcium, it's having the valency as 2. Here the water, it going to be splitted as a HOH. So it going to be dissociate in the manner HOH. Okay, so how we got as a calcium hydroxide? Because OH is only having the minus -1 valency, but according to calcium, for making the bond formation with the calcium, we need another 1 number of water. Okay, so that's why we got here HOH. So this 2OH, it will going to make the bond formation with the calcium hydroxide. Okay, so finally we got the calcium dihydroxide. Okay, calcium hydroxide plus formation of the hydrogen. So dear students, just balance the chemical equation. Here extended the question, that is the balance the chemical equation. Balance the chemical equation. Okay, so here this is the, whether it is a balanced chemical equation, let's discuss here. Okay, so here write the reactant, write the product form. So here collect the things: calcium, hydrogen, oxygen as well as, okay, now nothing is there. Okay, so how many calciums are there? So in the reactant only 1. Okay, here we are talking about only the valency. This is 2 valency, not a number of atoms. Don't get confused. Calcium is only 1, but here calcium having the how much valency? It is 2. Calcium having the how much valency? 2. So that's why for making the bond formation with the calcium, we need 2 numbers of, okay, 2 numbers of hydroxide. Okay, so that's why calcium is only 1 here. In the reactant form, again it is a 1. Okay, so hydrogen here it is a 2, and again hydrogen here it is a 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2. How many hydrogens are there? 4. Okay, how many hydrogens are there? 4. What about the oxygen? Oxygen is only 1 here, but here oxygen is totally 2. So here what you have to do, go for the balancing the hydrogen. Okay, go for the balancing the hydrogen, balance hydrogen. If you go for the balancing hydrogen, what happens? Let's see. Okay, so here the hydrogen is only 2, here it is a 4. So multiply the reactant with the 2, you will get as a 4, 4. So here whole contains I have to multiply with the 2. Okay, so here what happens? The number of oxygen also will be going to change here. So what happens? The calcium will become same as it is, hydrogen will become 2 into 2, 4, and here it is also 4. Oxygen is 2, and again, okay, last one, after balancing the hydrogen, what happens? Again the 2 into 2, 2, oxygen is 2, and here also oxygen is 2 itself. Okay, so this is one of the twist questions which can be asked for the examination. So dear students, do the more practice of such type of questions. I will share you such type of balancing the chemical equation. Do the habit of practicing. This chapter is why it is important, because of balancing the chemical equation. This is the backbone of the chemistry concept. So you need more and more practice for understanding this thing. So dear students, so we will meet in the next class with the new method to balancing the chemical equation. Till that time, just stay safe, stay healthy, and keep working on study. Okay, bye bye.